I've been working so hard lately, and the results aren't coming in probably like they should. It's to the point where, though, one night I was in bed and I was just lying there, and I was just thinking about how is it so possible for someone to be so consistent and work so hard at something, pray for something, and not get it. And then I always have to remind myself that timing is everything. If I had exactly what I wanted right now, what would that feel like? What would that mean for my life? What would that lead me to? To party more and have fake friends and have fun? You know, a couple years back, I wouldn't have thought like this. I would have thought like, okay, I'm ready for this shit now. I'm ready right now, this very moment, for what I want out of life. And in that very moment, if I would have received it, I would have been surrounded by people who didn't really have my best interest. And as a result of that, I wouldn't have had the longevity, and I would have been dealing with so much other, bullcrap. But now, 3 or 4 years later down the line, you get someone who's so much more aware, one, of themselves, but two, of people's intentions, knowing what I'm willing to do for people, what I'm not, what I agree with, what I don't. And now I'm in a much better position in life that if God was to take me to that next step, if he would deliver that success, then I would be ready for it in a way that I wouldn't have been ready then. But now you fast forward some, and you then have to go back and ask yourself, is there other lessons that you have to learn that you aren't aware of yet? So maybe you aren't really ready. And that's the battle I always have with myself. I don't have I may not have what I want yet, because maybe I'm not ready for it. And I know that's really difficult to say to yourself, but sometimes it's just the truth. I was about to open a boutique. Shop Dino would have been a physical store. And I was so scared when it was happening. I instantly went into panic mode. I was excited at the same time because the location was really dope. I was ready for it. The overhead would have been a little much, going from maybe small website fees and stuff like that to actual rent and gas and electric and telephone bill, all of those things at once. So it would have been a lot. But I was ready to take on a challenge in my mind. But my heart, but somewhere in my mind also, I was so scared. Like, I was panicking, but I was trying to jump. And it was like almost I was jumping off a ledge probably. And God pulled me back so quickly. The day I went to get the deposit out of the bank, I believe it was like $1,300. I went to go see the place the day before. And I love the place. My sister was like, what do we have to do right now to put something down on it? And in short, the landlord was like, well, someone else was looking at it. If we don't get back in contact with them tomorrow, call us around 11:30. I remember I called like 11:37. And he was like, okay, Curtis, it's all fine. It's good to go. How soon can you bring me the deposit? I'm like, sir, I can go to the bank right now. And in short, I went to the bank, got the money out, was waiting, was antsy. Didn't get a phone call back, didn't get a text back. Got off work around 7. Mind you, this was around like 11:40 that day. Got a call around 7 p.m. He let me know that the guy called, and he offered me another store that was somewhere else on the other side of town. Not familiar with the area, not really a shopping district. It just wasn't it wasn't in my best interest. But that was God probably telling me, like, maybe you're not ready, Curtis. And I don't think it was the fear. That fear was natural for me to be scared to do something new. I think it was more the fact that it probably wasn't the time that God had in mind for me. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that. You know what I'm saying? Now I look back, I'm glad I didn't get the store. I'll probably be getting an office space that will also double as a warehouse where I'll be able to maximize my profits online. And maybe I'll look at that overhead sometime down the line. Also, that's just one of many examples I can let you know that I wasn't ready. And I know sometimes you're probably working hard and you're probably wondering, why am I not getting what I feel like I deserve? It may not be time yet. maybe there's something else you may learn. Maybe there's another path that is meant to be taken. And I'm not trying to be over here on no cliche shit. I'm just really telling you from experience. Because I was in a really dark place when I was lying in that bed wondering how much longer am I going to have to work before I reminded myself like, yo, maybe this is not my time. I was in a really dark place in that bed. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I was starting to tear up and I thought, damn, Curtis. Damn, Dino. Are you really about to break? Are you this weak? Then how would you be strong when business was not going, business wasn't going to steady, or you didn't get a role, or something slowed down for you. You can't break. You can't be that easily broken. Remember, you're untouchable. Remember, you're untouched by the obstacles in life. You're untouched by when things are going wrong. This is who you built yourself to be. This is who you were born to be. This was your destiny. So don't fucking have that weak moment. Okay, you had that weak moment. Suck it up now. Now, we're not being insensitive in the sense that we aren't allowed to have emotions, but we aren't allowed to break. No, you're stronger than that. You can be upset, you can be sad, you can cry, yes. But you also have to work, you have to be willing to work harder than that. We're not suppressing emotions. We're not compartmentalizing them and saving them for later. No. You had that moment. Now what are you going to do? Did that moment help you in any way besides having to realize something you realized a long time ago? You are untouchable. And I say all of this to just let you know, whoever you are watching this, that you have to keep working. You have to sometimes step back from what you're doing, look at it and say, okay, how can I move differently? What can I try? That 3 days later after that moment, I had a big sale on my website. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. I adjusted some of the prices on my website. I made them a little higher so that way the sale would kind of get me close to like what I already was making. And when I tell you that was the most lucrative moment my site has ever had. I made so much money than I've ever made on the website. I made more money than I ever made in 1 month and 3 days. And the reason, and it was a sign from God, obviously letting me know, like, yo, don't break. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I got you. I got your back. I got your back, DonDeano. But also, it was letting me know, like, try different stuff. Work other ways. You know what I'm saying? Step off the horse. You not Chanel, nigga. You can't have a sale. And so, it just opened a new mindset for me. And and a lot of times, like the last video I did where I felt like I shared a message that people could relate to, it was just personal. It was something I was going through, and it was something that I felt like other people could take from. And I know if there's anybody out here like me, and I have so many friends that have businesses, and sometimes they motivate me, but also I never really see if they have weak points, And so I'm not sure if they do, so I don't know if this might help them any. But what I will say is that if it can help you or anyone else, I hope it can. Because Lord knows that on my dark days, I'd never know what to do sometimes. Sometimes I'm at a loss, and I just feel like sometimes like the restoration I need is right inside of me. And it's just to remind myself sometimes that I am in control of my destiny, and that what I want may not come today, but that's why tomorrow exists. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to work hard and pretend that there are a lot more tomorrows, but at the same time, I have to stay optimistic. And so that's just my advice to you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. And please share this, because you never know who it may help. And in ways more than monetary or gaining business or getting a new job, or toward getting a new job or toward staying in school, because this can apply to all of those things. The overall, because the reason why I even care enough to say this, because to be honest with you, I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to be successful. But what I don't want is anyone feeling so low, so weak in that dark moment. And y'all know what I mean when I say dark. Matter of fact, let me be more explicit. Let me say, I don't want anyone feeling like They want to stop doing them, stop pursuing their passion, stop living with the purpose because of a weak moment, because of a dark moment. Yo, you got this. Stay on your path. Don't worry about what they doing next to you. Fuck them. Because it ain't all what it seems. Now, mind you, no one ever knows. Like, and I said earlier about my friends, I don't know if they had weak moments in their business or weak moments in their life that make them want to stop. I don't know. You don't know about me. I don't know about you. And a lot of times we see these people on social media and we think, oh, damn, they're doing this and that. I'm trying. I'm working just as hard as them. Okay, it's got to get deeper. It's been 10 minutes. I got to get a little deeper for you. There are some people that are doing things in ways that we don't know. For instance, there's this one person who I've really looked up to in ways. And when I found out that a lot of their, success, as we'll use that word success to generalize the things that they have, the items, the possessions, the notoriety, we'll generalize all of that as success. And I admired them so much. And then when I found out that a lot of the success was obtained by drug money, it felt so weird to me. It's like I'm trying to match this person's work ethic. Because you can be inspired by somebody and try to work as hard as them. Like not being jealous, just working hard as them. That's the goal anyway. Like that's what inspiration is about, trying to match someone's work ethic. Because work ethic is what gets you there. Everything is based off hard work. But then when you see somebody, I don't want to say cheating because it's just their way. When you see someone following their path and it's not a path you would follow or agree with, meaning like selling drugs or doing something illegal, selling drugs specifically just because it's so damaging to people, especially our people, especially when a system was put in place for us to sell drugs to each other and get either incarcerated or imprisoned by the drugs. Both are condemning to the community. Those type of things. When you see someone doing that and you're thinking like, oh, I thought they were doing it through this, and you're trying to match their work ethic, follow their steps, it's like, okay, well, damn, I can't do that. Okay, it didn't work that way. Okay, that's why. And then you'll kind of refocus. You're like, oh, okay, that's why I'm not there yet. Okay, that's what they're doing. So I just want you to stay positive and keep going after what you want. Keep chasing the bag. And trust me, you'll get it.
I didn't fucking forget.
Good. I got jelly. This video is good. Papa should pay me.
Okay. Oh.
Be careful now. All right.
Yo, follow me. Follow me.